Hello, Broken Arrow. Thank you for joining me for the January 2021 edition of Broken Arrow in Motion. 2021 has started quickly, and I have some exciting things to share with you regarding activities this month. My update is going to touch on parks and utility department activities, transportation and road work, and city facility projects. So let's get right to it. On January 19th, I gave the 2020 State of the City presentation to the Broken Arrow Chamber of Commerce. You can view the presentation at brokenarrowok.gov/SOTC. This year's presentation included a success video and the additional update on how the city's doing. I also talked about what's been accomplished during my first 5 years as city manager and several of the organization priorities going forward. I'll be talking more about these priorities later this year. Moving into this month's update, first up, congratulations are in order for the Broken Arrow Parks Department, who received the 2020 Gold Medal Award from the Oklahoma Recreation and Park Society. This award recognizes superb parks and recreation management from across the state. Likewise, this annual award acknowledges the parks agency that demonstrates excellence in long-range planning, resource management, and innovative approaches to delivering superb park and recreation services with physically sound business practices. Broken Arrow's Parks and Recreation also received an award last year, which was for the Challenger Adult Softball Complex. You may not know this, but our Parks Department manages more than 800 acres of public land with over 40 parks throughout the city. The department offers a wide variety of indoor and outdoor recreation opportunities for the residents to enjoy and stay active all year round. We are so proud of our park system and the outstanding job that Matt Hendren and his team in our Parks Department are doing for all of us. To learn more about our park system, please feel free to go to baparks.org. Moving into our utility department, first, let me send a big shout out to Director Chuck Vokes and his leadership team for all the great work that they are doing for our community. Thank you to everyone in the department as well. In the operations, the city has purchased a new high-pressure sewer truck. This is important, folks. Let me tell you a little bit about it. The truck is a 2020 Freightliner with a 4-door crew cab. The jet machine is a mounted power takeoff driven machine manufactured by Dynajet and is capable of producing water pressure up to 3,000 pounds per square inch and up to 40,000 gallons per minute. Adding this second truck to our fleet allows us to increase the amount of preventive maintenance that we do within our system. This is very important. Our ultimate goal is to keep the sewer system flowing as it should. The cost of this piece of equipment was just over $170,000. I'm happy to report that we can call Phase 1 of the County Line Trunk Sewer project substantially complete with just a few minor punch list work remaining. You may remember this project included installing 60, 54, and 48-inch respectively PVC sewer pipelines between the Lynn Lane wastewater treatment plant and north of the Creek Turnpike on County Line Road in the southeastern section of our city. The new PVC piping is more resistant to the corrosion caused by the sewer gases than the concrete pipe that we replaced, and it's going to last for several decades for sure. The County Line Trunk Sewer collects sewage from the northern and far east parts of Broken Arrow and transports it to the Lynn Lane wastewater treatment plant located in South Broken Arrow near the Arkansas River. City staff is currently reviewing the work for Phase 2, which includes both short and long-term solutions to venting the gases that build up in the sewer system. Please stay tuned for more important information about this project later this year. In the area of transportation and road work, let me start off by letting you know that we have had many people in our community ask us about the new stoplight that the Oklahoma Department of Transportation is installing at Highway 51 and Evans Road. This is a state project. It started last November, and the contract called for them to complete the work in about 45 days, which means it should have been done before the end of 2020. However, there have been some delays in the project due to utility service and right-of-way acquisition. We'll keep you posted as we go forward because this is a very important signal that we all want to get installed as soon as possible. And finally, in this area, let's talk about all the street projects that are underway in Broken Arrow. Moving into the south part of our city, Florence Street is about 90% complete. The remaining work includes milling the existing pavement and the installation of the final 2 inches of asphalt and some sidewalk work. Unfortunately, folks, The current temperatures have limited the contractor's ability to finish the asphalt. However, as soon as the temperatures cooperate, we will complete the work. The contractor is also finishing the sidewalk work on the north and south sides of the entire mile section between Olive and Aspen streets. Substantial completion of the project is on track for late February, depending on the weather. We'll keep you posted. Staying in the south part of our city, the new traffic signal system at the intersection of Olive and Washington Street is now fully functional. The old system has been removed as a part of the Washington Street Road Widening Project. According to the information that I received from Director Rocky Hinkle, the driveways and entrances on the north side of Washington are complete and the curb and guttering construction is in progress. R&L Construction is continuing construction on the bike path along this corridor and building the box culverts wing walls. We installed a large manhole on the northwest corner of Olive and Washington and completed the stormwater infrastructure. Without question, Rocky Hinkle and his street and stormwater team is doing a great job in trying to keep this project on track. We're hoping to be done within the next couple of months. Now let's move to the north part of our city. There's the project on Kenosha Street from Date Avenue to Main Street that's moving along very well. The contractors completed the storm sewer work surrounding the Cedar Avenue intersection area and is now installing the remaining storm sewer along the south side of the project. Roadway crews are widening the south side of the road and have completed about 70% of the street improvements along Cedar Avenue with only the asphalt remaining. This project is on track to be completed late this summer. Folks, please be careful if you're in this area because the traffic pattern serpentines quite a bit and there's a lot of orange cones from Quick Trip to Main Street. Next, the City of Broken Arrow is currently working to finalize designs on two 37th Street widening projects from Kenosha to Houston and from Kenosha to Albany. As we work to finalize the plans, we are also coordinating with utility companies to begin relocation for both projects. The utilities will be moved one project at a time, starting with Houston to Kenosha. Once the utilities have been moved on the first segment, which we anticipate should be completed within the next year or so, the project will go to construction. After construction on the first segment and the utility relocations on the second segment are finished, the second part of the road will be set for construction. We anticipate it's going to take about 2 years to complete all this work. Now we're trying to stagger the construction so both miles won't be under construction at the same time. We also have a couple of other projects that are currently in design that I'd like to mention. These two projects are on Houston Street. The Garnett Road to Olive Street widening project design is about 95% complete. The city is currently working on the right-of-way acquisition and utility relocation coordination. The Olive Street to Aspen Avenue design for Houston Street is 95% complete with utility relocation coordination and right-of-way acquisition underway. These are two very important projects for the east-west travel in and out of our community. On County Line Road, also known as 23rd Street, two projects are advancing from the design phase. First, from Houston Street to Kenosha Street, the design is 95% complete. The right-of-way acquisition is complete and utility relocation is also 75% complete. Also, Albany Street to Omaha Street, the design is about 90% complete and the city is also working on the right-of-way and utility relocation. There's a lot of work that goes on in design, folks, as you're hearing me talk about this. We've got to get all the right-of-way and the utilities taken care of so the project will go smoothly when we get into construction. The final area that I'm going to talk about this month is an update on construction of a number of city facilities. I'll start in the fire department with station number 3. Construction is going very well and we anticipate that all work will be completed in late April of this year. With regard to station number 7, which is located on Washington and First Place, the site grading, site utilities, and building slabs have been completed. This project we anticipate will be done by the end of 2021. We'll keep you updated on the progress as we go forward. The next project that I'd like to mention is construction on the Broken Arrow Veterans Center, which is going very well. The contractor has completed 50% of the concrete parking lot, the building foundation, slab on grade, and the red iron structure installation. Soon, we're going to start on the internal work for this project. This is going to be a tremendous asset to our community, and I can't wait for it to be finished around Labor Day of this year. In the heart of the Rose District, let's talk about the Brown-Kimbrough Center for Arts, Innovation, and Creativity. The construction of this project is going very well. I'm happy to report that Manhattan Construction has completed most of the dirt work and is working on setting the rebar and pouring the concrete for the foundation. They are also completing the rough end for the utilities under the building. Their next major milestone is to have the slab poured by early March. Of course, this will depend on the weather. We'll keep you posted on this exciting project as it progresses to completion, probably sometime in the first quarter of 2022. Okay, as you can see, we have many projects that are going on to help us maintain the high quality of life that we currently have in our city. From improving our mobility around the city to enhancing your ability to enjoy our parks, as well as some of the great facilities that are going to come online very soon. It's so exciting to see so much work going on around our community. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Broken Arrow voters for their support, because many of these projects have been funded through our general obligation bond packages. One more project I want to mention before we close out the segment. I'm excited to announce that in February, we're going to be awarding a contract for the Senior Center Annex project. This is another 2018 general obligation bond package project that was approved by our voters. We're very excited that this is going to be awarded, because we're talking about an annex that's going to be over $3 million. That's going to be an excellent addition to our existing senior center, that's going to provide more recreation and socialization opportunities for our seniors. So it's so exciting. We'll keep you posted whenever council awards the bid. Now, folks, that's it for this month's edition of Broken Arrow in Motion. I actually am about worn out telling you all the great things that are happening. So until next time, stay safe, take care, and I look forward to seeing you around town.